To the finale of Remember the Satoni. Rakovi's journey shall come to an end. All the miles he's traveled has led us, the Paladins, to the end of this glorious story. Remember the Satoni, Part 3. Sat on the remains of the Elder's Tower. The civilians still scattered around the blazing village. Bodies lay in the streets like pebbles on the bottom of the ocean. Rakovi still sat, waiting for the near arrival of the children of Midgard. A distress signal had been sent to them as soon as the Satoni crashed on Elion, the purple planet. The children of Midgard's rescue ship, the Dotania, was piloted by one of the best pilots in their history. Captain Ebo spoke. "We need to increase speed. The emergency life support of the Satoni won't last forever." The captain was worried they would die soon, unaware of the tragedy that already happened. Within a few hours, the Dotania had entered the atmosphere of the dreaded purple planet. Captain Ebos pointed. "There's the Satoni. I'm going down there with Recon Team C. Set the gravitational balancers to standby and keep the ship here until we return. And if none of us return, leave us for dead. Your lives are more important than my own." The team and Ebos teleported instantly to the crash site of the Satoni. They looked around with flashlights at broken metal and hundreds of corpses. The captain kneeled as he spoke. "I have failed you all. Now here you lie. Dead. I could have kept you all alive if I were piloting the ship. He suddenly looked up and saw a tall, skinny figure with glowing wand facing them. The entire team stared as it crept closer. The captain revealed a blade from his back, shining a deep green in the sunlight. The creature stopped as it did this, and went into a battle stance. 12 more of the same creature suddenly appeared behind it, in the same stance. The captain held up 3 fingers and started to count down. The creatures in the team charged at each other, weapons swinging. The creatures' immense speed brought them to victory, demolishing the weak humans. The only human left was Captain Ebos, who breathed heavily with blood on his face. All 20 of the humans died, and only 2 of the 12 alien corpses lay silent. Ebos returned his blade to its sheath as he bowed to the creatures. "Take me as your prisoner. I'd like to die a peaceful death, and not waste my final breaths fighting. Do what you wish with me, or make my final breath painless." The aliens grabbed him by the arms and legs and flew across the ground at incredible speeds. After an hour of travel, they dropped him off in a burning village. "Why have you brought me here?" They were silent as they walked away. Ebos got up and stared at the smoke and bodies of aliens, and alien children scattered around the ground. What appeared to be a human slowly stepped closer to Ebos, wearing a torn, tan robe. Captain Ebos exclaimed, "Oh, thank God, another human! Please, save me from these monsters!" The man in the robe stood silent as he removed his robe. His face was metal, along with every other part of his body. He was dirty, and holes across his body were glowing with yellow light. Ebos looked petrified. What are you?" The robot spoke in a crooked voice. "I am what remains." Rakovi picked up the captain by the shirt with a single finger and spoke. "Why don't you tell your friends to invite us?" Ebos was silent as he slowly reached for his communication device. "This is Captain Ebos. Send a transport vehicle down here." Within seconds, a small spaceship flew down next to them. They quickly got inside. Rakovi crushed the pilot's skull and took control of the ship, sending it speeding towards the Dotania. Rakovi did not slow down as it came into sight, and Ebos strapped his seatbelt as tight as possible. The transport ship smashed it into the landing bay of the Dotania, sending sparks and crewmates' blood everywhere. People ran away as they saw Rakovi exit the ship. Ebos was dead in the passenger seat, skull bashed inward. Rakovi sprinted at hundreds of miles per hour until he reached the front of the ship, then jumped upward, smashing a hole in each floor until he reached the captain's bay. Rakovi didn't look at the crewmates as he spoke. "You will suffer the same fate I did 1,000 years ago." As soon as the Dotania entered space, he smashed a massive hole in the side of the ship, sending all the air and every crewmate inside into the endless vacuum of space. Rakovi continued on the ship's current course, headed directly towards the mothership, of the children of Midgard. Orkovi was once a weak, simple crewmate like the rest of his team. Now he'd be treated as a god by all that crossed his path. Although he had lost all of his humanity, he never would give up on his goal. Whether it was finding his way home when he first got to the Purple Planet, or trying to destroy all of humanity when he left. Orkovi wouldn't always be remembered as the useless person he used to be thousands of years ago, and he would make sure of that. That is the end of Remember the Satoni. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me until the end. This is a very emotional and tragic journey for all of you who made it this far. Thank you so much for reaching 5 likes on part 1 and 2 of this video. This is truly the end of this glorious tale of a man who never gives up. But that is the end of this story. If you want to hear more stories like this, be sure to Solegate, slam that like button. Subscribe today to join the Paladins. Thanks for watching.